Want to be the best version of yourself? Great. But before you dive in, let's talk about the price you're going to pay. The first thing you'll lose is your freedom to be spontaneous. Remember those last-minute weekend trips? The random concerts you jump into? Kiss them goodbye, at least for a while. Discipline demands a schedule, a plan, a structure. It's about saying no to impulsive desires, even if those desires promise fleeting joy. You'll find yourself turning down invitations, missing out on parties, and generally becoming the person who always has a plan. It's not that you can never be spontaneous again, but it will always require a conscious decision, a weighing of priorities, and a careful consideration of the impact on your long-term goals. The freedom to just go with the flow becomes a luxury you can't always afford. You'll start to notice friends looking at you differently, wondering where the fun you went. They'll try to pull you back in, tempt you with distractions, and make you feel like you're missing out. And sometimes you will be. The second cost is the guilt. Oh, the guilt. Every skipped workout, every late-night snack, every procrastination session will be followed by a wave of self-reproach. You'll beat yourself up for not being perfect, for not sticking to the plan. This guilt can be crippling if you let it. It can lead to a cycle of self-sabotage, where you give up entirely because you feel like you've already failed. Learning to manage this guilt is crucial. You have to forgive yourself for your imperfections, acknowledge that setbacks are inevitable, and use them as opportunities to learn and grow. But the guilt will always be there, lurking in the shadows, a constant reminder of your imperfections. It's the voice that whispers, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never make it." The trick is not to silence that voice, but to learn to argue with it, to challenge its assumptions, and reframe your failures as learning experiences. It's a constant battle, a war waged within your own mind. The third, and often overlooked, cost is strained relationships. When you prioritize discipline, you're often prioritizing yourself, at least initially. This can be perceived as selfishness by those around you. Your partner might feel neglected, your friends might feel abandoned, and your family might feel like you're drifting away. Explaining your goals and motivations is important, but even with clear communication, friction is inevitable. People are used to you being a certain way, and any significant change in your behavior will be met with resistance. They might try to undermine your efforts, consciously or unconsciously, because your discipline forces them to confront their own lack of it. Be prepared for passive-aggressive comments, subtle jabs, and outright criticism. The key is to remain steadfast in your commitment, while also making an effort to nurture your relationships. Find ways to involve your loved ones in your journey, or at least make time for them amidst your disciplined routine. The fourth cost is the loss of instant gratification. Our society is built on instant gratification. We're bombarded with messages telling us to indulge, to treat ourselves, to get what we want right now. Discipline is the antithesis of this. It's about delaying gratification, about sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term rewards. It's about saying no to that tempting dessert, that impulse purchase, that time-wasting activity. This can be incredibly difficult in a world that constantly caters to our immediate desires. You'll feel a constant pull towards instant gratification, a nagging urge to give in and indulge. Resisting this urge requires immense willpower and a clear understanding of your goals. You need to constantly remind yourself why you're making these sacrifices and what you're ultimately working towards. You have to learn to find satisfaction in the process itself, in the small victories and incremental progress, rather than solely focusing on the end result. It's about learning to appreciate the journey, even when it's difficult and uncomfortable. The fifth cost is self-doubt. As you embark on your discipline journey, you'll inevitably encounter obstacles and setbacks. These challenges will trigger self-doubt, that insidious voice that whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not capable, that you're not good enough, that you should just give up. Self-doubt is a natural part of the process, but it can be incredibly debilitating if you allow it to take over. You need to develop strategies for combating self-doubt, such as focusing on your past successes, surrounding yourself with supportive people, and reframing your negative thoughts. Remind yourself of your strengths. Celebrate your small victories, and learn from your mistakes. Don't let self-doubt paralyze you. Use it as a catalyst for growth, a reminder to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. The path to discipline is not paved with perfection, but with resilience, determination, and the unwavering belief in your own potential. The sixth cost is sleep. Especially in the beginning, you'll find yourself sacrificing sleep to make time for your disciplined pursuits. Whether it's waking up early to exercise, staying up late to study, or squeezing in extra hours of work, sleep often gets pushed to the bottom of the priority list. This can have detrimental effects on your physical and mental health, leading to fatigue, irritability, and decreased cognitive function. While short-term sleep deprivation may be necessary at times, it's crucial to prioritize sleep in the long run. Discipline shouldn't come at the expense of your well-being. Find ways to optimize your schedule, delegate tasks, and eliminate unnecessary activities to make time for adequate rest. Remember, sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation upon which all your disciplined efforts are built. Without sufficient sleep, you'll be running on fumes, and your performance will inevitably suffer. The seventh cost is hobbies. Remember those things you used to love to do? Just for the pure joy of it, the painting, the hiking, the playing music? Discipline often demands that you sacrifice these hobbies, at least temporarily, to make time for your more pressing goals. This can lead to a sense of emptiness and a feeling of being disconnected from your true self. It's important to find ways to incorporate your hobbies back into your life, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Hobbies are not a waste of time. They're a source of replenishment and inspiration. They can help you recharge your batteries, reduce stress, and reignite your passion. Don't let discipline turn you into a one-dimensional person. Embrace your hobbies and allow them to enrich your life and fuel your disciplined pursuits. The eighth cost is dealing with the envy of others. As you become more disciplined and start to achieve your goals, you'll inevitably attract the envy of those around you. Some people will be genuinely happy for your success, but others will resent you for it. They might try to diminish your accomplishments, criticize your methods, or even sabotage your efforts. It's important to remember that their envy is a reflection of their own insecurities, not a reflection of your worth. Don't let their negativity bring you down. Stay focused on your own journey, and surround yourself with supportive people who celebrate your success. Learn to recognize the signs of envy and distance yourself from those who try to undermine your progress. Your success is a testament to your hard work and dedication, and you deserve to be proud of it. The ninth cost is the constant pressure to maintain your progress. Once you've achieved a certain level of discipline and success, you'll feel a constant pressure to maintain it. You'll worry about slipping up, losing your momentum, and disappointing yourself and others. This pressure can be overwhelming, leading to stress, anxiety, and burnout. It's important to remember that setbacks are inevitable, and that progress is not always linear. There will be times when you stumble, when you lose your way, when you feel like giving up. Don't let these moments define you. Learn from your mistakes, get back on track, and keep moving forward. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about perseverance. It's about consistently striving to improve, even when you face challenges and setbacks. The 10th cost is loneliness. As you dedicate yourself to your goals, you might find yourself spending more time alone, working towards your ambitions. This isolation can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Your old friends might not understand your new priorities, and you might struggle to find new connections with people who share your values. It's important to actively cultivate meaningful relationships and find ways to connect with others, even when you're busy. Join a club, attend a workshop, or volunteer your time. Engage in activities that allow you to meet new people and build genuine connections. Remember, human connection is essential for your well-being. Don't let your discipline isolate you from the world. Find ways to balance your ambitions with your need for social interaction. The 11th cost is the potential for rigidity. Discipline, if taken to an extreme, can lead to rigidity and inflexibility. You might become so focused on following your plan that you lose sight of the bigger picture and become resistant to change. It's important to maintain a sense of perspective and be willing to adapt your plans as needed. Life is unpredictable, and things don't always go according to plan. Learn to be flexible and adaptable, and don't be afraid to deviate from your routine when necessary. Remember, discipline is a tool, not a prison. It's meant to help you achieve your goals, not to control your life. Don't let your discipline become a source of stress and anxiety. Embrace flexibility and learn to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances of life. The 12th cost is the risk of burnout. The relentless pursuit of discipline can lead to burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged or excessive stress. Burnout can manifest as fatigue, cynicism, and a sense of ineffectiveness. It can lead to decreased performance, impaired relationships, and a decline in overall well-being. It's crucial to recognize the signs of burnout and take steps to prevent it. Prioritize self-care, set realistic goals, and learn to say no to excessive demands. Take breaks, engage in activities you enjoy, and seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. Remember, your well-being is essential for your long-term success. Don't push yourself to the point of exhaustion. Find a sustainable pace and prioritize your health and happiness. The 13th cost is facing your shadow self. Discipline forces you to confront the parts of yourself that you'd rather ignore. Your weaknesses, your insecurities, your bad habits. It shines a light on the areas where you're lacking and forces you to take responsibility for your actions. This can be a painful and uncomfortable process. You might resist facing your shadow self, but it's essential for personal growth. By acknowledging your flaws and working to overcome them, you can become a more complete and authentic version of yourself. Embrace your shadow self. Learn from your mistakes, and strive to become the best version of yourself, flaws and all. The 14th cost is the potential loss of innocence. As you become more disciplined and focused on your goals, you might lose some of your childlike wonder and enthusiasm. The world might start to feel more serious and demanding, and you might lose touch with your sense of playfulness. It's important to find ways to maintain your sense of innocence, even as you become more disciplined. Embrace your creativity, explore new experiences, and allow yourself to be silly and spontaneous from time to time. Remember, life is not just about achieving goals. It's also about enjoying the journey. Don't let your discipline rob you of your joy and wonder. Find ways to balance your responsibilities with your sense of play. The 15th cost is the quiet awareness of your mortality. Discipline is, in many ways, an attempt to control your time, to maximize your potential before your time runs out. This awareness of your limited lifespan can be both motivating and terrifying. It can fuel your ambition and drive you to achieve great things, but it can also lead to anxiety and fear. It's important to accept your mortality and live each day to the fullest. Don't let the fear of death paralyze you. Embrace the present moment, appreciate the beauty of life, and make the most of the time you have. Discipline is not about cheating death. It's about living a meaningful and fulfilling life while you're here. The 16th cost is the feeling of being misunderstood. No matter how clearly you communicate your goals and motivations, there will always be people who misunderstand you. They might question your choices, doubt your abilities, or even criticize your efforts. This can be incredibly frustrating and discouraging. It's important to remember that you can't control what other people think or say. Focus on your own journey, trust your intuition, and surround yourself with people who support and believe in you. Don't let the opinions of others derail you from your path. Your success is your own, and you don't need anyone's validation to achieve your dreams. The 17th cost is regret. Even if you achieve all your goals, there will be moments of regret. You might regret the time you spent working instead of spending time with loved ones, the opportunities you missed, or the sacrifices you made. Regret is a natural part of life, but it can be a powerful source of pain and suffering. It's important to learn from your regrets, forgive yourself for your mistakes, and focus on the present moment. Don't let regret consume you. Use it as a catalyst for growth and a reminder to live your life with intention and purpose. The past is gone, but the future is still unwritten. Choose to live a life that minimizes regret and maximizes joy. The 18th and perhaps greatest cost, the one nobody tells you about, is the realization that even with all the discipline in the world, some things are simply beyond your control. Tragedy strikes, illness happens, and sometimes, despite your best efforts, you still fail. This isn't a reflection of your discipline. It's a reflection of life's inherent chaos. Discipline doesn't guarantee success. It guarantees that you'll face life's inevitable failures with strength, resilience, and the unwavering knowledge that you did everything you possibly could.